Hello everyone, this is Azmogocore. Let me introduce myself first. I played this game since Alpha and I achieved Grandmasters in 2017, but I left the game when HGC was cancelled. Um, I came back because of COVID-19. I was boring at home, so I started playing this game again. Uh, but now I'm about to go back to normal, so before I leave, I want to make this video to show you how to play Vikings. First, let's talk about the talents. The talent choice of Vikings really depends on the map, but I'm gonna show you one build that works on every single map. So for level 1, you want Bribe. Level 4, this one. Mercenary Lord is not bad, but in Storm League, if your teammates always cap the camps at the wrong time, or sometimes they don't even do camps, then it's gonna be very hard for you to utilize this talent. That's why I always go this one. Level 7, this one. Balog the Fierce is not bad after the new patch, but I guess this one still dominates. Level 10, you should always choose play again. The the bolt just doesn't do anything. Level 13, jump. 16, stun. And level 20, I prefer this one, Fury of the Storm. But if you want stronger team fights, you should choose this one. But Fury of the Storm gives you stronger pushing power, which is very important in the late game. Let me talk more about the level 1 talents. If you're solo laning, sometimes you need to consider this one or this one, which I will talk about later. Um, if you're double soaking on Towers of Doom or Dragonshire, sometimes you need to consider this one. Now, before I do some advanced discussion, let me show you some easy tricks. If you know how to do those tricks, you immediately become a better player. The first trick I'm gonna talk about is you can finish your opponent with the splash damage from Balon. This allows you to get a lot of kills that you otherwise would not get.
Hero slain.
Hero slain. Hero slain.
The second trick is jump is usable even if you're stunned or silenced. What you need to do is switch to another Viking and press W. Next, when you try to bribe your enemy's siege camp on Cursed Hollow, you need to deal with the watchtower first. If you take the usual path, your opponents are gonna react to that very easily. However, if you go from here, right on the edge of their vision, the path is so short that it's almost impossible for them to defend.
Shall we see who gathers enough tribute this time?
Last one. What should you do if your opponent is freezing the lane? The answer is easy. You send all out to that lane, you grab the EXP and get back. Now let's talk about what you should do in team fights. In general, in team fights, you want to dive your enemy's backline and interrupt their abilities. Here are some examples. When you're playing Vikings, you need to keep in mind that this hero is not weak. This hero can be very useful in teamfights as long as you know what to do. This hero is so good partially because there are too many potatoes in this game. I would say half of the players in Grandmaster League just don't know how to play this game, like this Illidan. Playing against Vikings is like an IQ test. The reality is, most people always fail the test. But you may want to ask, what about two-lane maps? Well, you can pick Vikings on any map, as long as you know how to solo lane as Vikings. And this is exactly what I'm going to show you next. But before that, let's enjoy the stupidity of this Grandmaster Illidan. Our next topic is solo laning. I'm gonna focus on Brax's Holdout, because on this map you have to win the lane. Let's begin with the easiest one, Samuro. You may think that Samuro should be one of the hardest ones to deal with, but in fact all you need to do is pick this talent, Spy Games. As you can see here, all you need to do is send Eric to the beacon and AFK.
The beacons have activated. Control them. Please let
There's absolutely nothing he can do about it. Next one, Chen. You're not going to win a fight against Chen, but you can still win the lane by proxying the lane.
The beacons have activated.
Try to occupy the beacon when he's soaking. In addition, your minions are gonna do a lot of structure damage.
Hero slain.
As you can see here, at level 8, his entire wall is gone. When he tries to gank you, make sure you run in 2 different directions and use Eric to get beacon.
Death status confirmed.
I hope you have direct.
Next one,
Hero
Malthael.
slain.
You want to dodge his abilities, and remember, do not fight him near the minions. You want to fight him at the beacon.
Slain.
If you can dodge his abilities, you win, otherwise you lose.
Hero slain.
Laning against Sonya is quite similar. Dodge her abilities, and remember, fight her at the beacon.
Slain.
There's really a lot more I want to talk about, but I realized that making this video is very time consuming. So I'm gonna finish this video by discussing some strategy on Dragonshire. On Dragonshire, I usually do double soaking. Send Olaf and Balog to the top lane, and Eric to the mid lane. It is very important to make sure that Eric is far away from that bush. Your team needs to push the bottom lane as 4 to keep the enemy team busy. This is not the only strategy, but I would say it is the best in Storm League, because people don't understand the game.
Hero slain.
I think I'm gonna stop here. Thanks for watching, and I hope you learned something from this video.